Welcome to Attican Plays Railroad Corporation. So now what happens? Now, okay, we finished off the grain. Now we have to keep grain in storage. So it's the same deal as with the water. We have to keep up with the water, keep up with the grain. Our water's a little low, but this T4 right here is bringing a bunch of water from Tishomingo. And we've got to keep on these trains. Since that warehouse won't work, then we're going to have to keep up with these trains running. Oh, we can even get water at Wichita Falls if we want to. And then we need these ranches are going to start creating meat and leather. But if we look, we've got contracts down here in Houston for leather and meat. And we'll get paid for them at the end, and we'll get experience for each one. So we're going to definitely do that. So we're going to set up a couple of trains. Let's see, we want to go Houston. We're going to have a direct line. I don't want any conflicts. We're going to have a direct line. Whoops, wrong button. We're going to run a direct line from Corn Trail to Houston. Now, Rafe noted that I need more space, that I need to give it more room, to get that incline. And run it back down to the ground. And if I try to cross over, let's give it a lot of room. It can't handle that 6 degrees there. Crap. Okay, the problem is we're coming from low ground here, trying to rise up to that. We almost need to get to a position where we're kind of maybe running more parallel with it. It's too close, too close. Try to go down here where I've got some land. I really want this friggin' dedicated line. Build a... We don't have any grid lines or any way to tell elevation, so you just have to kind of guess that that's a high point probably. The lighter up there is a high point, I believe. See if we can get onto that. Okay. And then see if we can bridge over. Now that's going into a low point. That's a high point there, but I don't think it makes much difference. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, we built a bridge. Yeah, I guess you just have to match up these high and low points and get them all straight to get it to work. All right, we successfully built a bridge. Hooray for us. Now that gives us a straight shot from Corn Trail to Houston. The purpose being that we want to have a train I want to run 10, even though it's a little slow. It's a dedicated line. I want to run 10 because the contract is 20, so I want 2 runs to finish it off. And we could go back. We could go back through Dallas. And make it optional. Oh, maybe if I went to Dallas, it'd be helpful. Sorry. Dallas, unload. And then load. No, let's not do that. We'll load and take them to Waco. Same thing I said earlier. Let's not waste those precious passengers. Let's take them all the way to Houston. Apply. And then I'm going to copy that line. Only this time we're going to do 10 leather. Go. Okay, we've got water, we've got grain. We're taking those out. Taking out the meat and leather, delivering them to Houston. Are we buying water in Dallas? It's hard to keep up with it. This one's buying in Houston. This one's buying in Tishomingo. Oh, our buying water in Houston will probably start taking this line too. Yeah, there it goes. Oh, and I guess we should look to see if there's any research. And think about that. Now that money's in good shape. Of course, I built a large one, not knowing whether there's anything out there or not. Oh, a 10-wheeler for $350,000. What does that do? 95 speed, 166 mass. 95 speed plus 7 or 14. Oh, wow. It would be a good passenger train. This one's 80. I guess it'd be worth it. Why not? We got nothing else to do. Okay. I never think about them. Anybody working stations, rails and tunnels, mail profit. We could get Emma and then start a rail, start moving some mail. But oh, we could even do mail. Wichita Falls. Yeah. All right. Let's put in a what do we call it? HR. Hire her. Yeah, we might as well get these guys too. Cheaper rails. Less office space. Another person. Not enough free space. Yeah, we'll just hire them all. Let's see. We're just going to upgrade everything. So if there are any laws that suit us, we'll look at those too. Passengers in Shreveport. American is cheaper. We're not doing Americans. We're past that point. Passengers in Shreveport. 75% bonus. Nah. Now that we've got kind of 3 long lines running, Waco, Galveston, Dallas, Houston, and Wichita Falls, San Antonio, our money's not an issue anymore. So we can go out and do other stuff, get other businesses and whatever. But I'm going to wait and see if the scenario demands anything else of us. And double check this water, make sure we're okay on it. We're full on water. We're in great shape. Great shape. Okay, no more water in Houston. So our train that's been buying water in Houston, probably no. Which one's buying water in Houston? This guy. He needs to go buy water someplace else. Dallas. What's this law right here? Oh, more passenger revenue. Sure, go for that. New tax for water. Buys water lower by 65%. I wonder if that's going to work. I don't think so. I don't think that. I think that's a baloney law because we're just buying the water somewhere else. I don't think that meant anything. And we're not getting paid for it when we deliver it anyway. So I think that's just that's something else they need to fix because these laws just look at what you have and put taxes on it one way or another. But water doesn't have that. I don't think that one makes sense. Do you? To me, it doesn't make any sense. Now, Tishomingo is out of water, so we need to look into that and see if that we've got a train. Oh, this guy, no. The water train, Tishomingo. He needs to find a different source of water. Galveston. Sounds good. Okay. So we want to keep these low and these high, and we're doing a good job. And it looks like we've got 840 days left in this mission, if I'm reading this correctly. Now, who knows? There may be something else after that, but I think that's probably it. It's probably ship the meat, keep everything supplied, ship meat out. And the only thing I see, I might like to have another train. This guy here, I think we're going to duplicate him just to be safe. And we'll see if we can't get that 10-wheeler completely upgraded before our next mission. All right, so now it's just a function of moving the water source around once in a while, by grabbing water from different places because we can't use the warehouse idea, and really that's about it because we've got enough trains to keep up with this. We got plenty of water coming in, plenty of grain. We're making money. We're on a cash-only basis, so we're not going to run any risk of goofing up somehow. Now, how did 9 meat get delivered? I could have sworn I set that train to be 10. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, okay. Now we're going to make less money on our goods, but we don't care because we're not really making money from goods. We're making money from passengers. I goofed up on this. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're going to have to. I'm going to have him deliver 11 next time down. So he's going a little bit slow this trip because I goofed up. I loaded 10, but only unloaded 9 in Houston. So he's been carrying one back and forth with him. Okay, so we were awarded 105,000. Water out of Dallas. We got our meat. We got our leather. And we'll let this run a second to see if they give us another contract. You just keep piling them on. There we go. They do. So okay, so we've got a new meat and a new new leather contract. So this time I'll make sure I do 10. Oh, here's what I wanted. T8 is our leather one. Okay. Dallas is out of water. Go get water in Waco. Look at our buddy here. He's got a lot of trains. He's got more stuff than we do. Good for him. This train is not getting repaired. That's sad. In fact, we're going to fix that. We're going to go down to Galveston and put in... It'll go from not being repaired to being repaired on both ends. See, look at that. Look how long he has to stay there to be repaired. That's sad. Shame on me. Okay, so now we've got... yeah, we're maxed out on water and grain. We're in great shape. All right, so this is just going to go on and on. So I'm just going to go ahead and play this out, and I'll bring you back in toward the end of it. We'll see how we did. All right, I think we're coming right to the end here. It's just been the same pattern. You know, watch the water, change the trains to wherever the next water is. Keep running the meat and leather out. I didn't add much. I added, I think, a train that ran in a loop of, because we started getting passengers here because this is growing. So we started running a loop of Corn Trail, Waco, Dallas, and Wichita Falls just to be doing it. But otherwise, just kind of left everything alone. And we've done just fine. Our research, we've got 1 day left on this one. I'm hoping it'll finish before, it should finish just in time. And that will give us all the research on the 10-wheeler. Got this one that's coming down right to the wire. So let's get this run, and we should get our research completed message down here. Come on, research completed. Well, we got our success. I don't know if we ever finished our research. Maybe we did. But there you go. That's how you handle this one. This one is not easy at all. Less going on. I think it's a harder start. It's a more difficult start than the rest of them. Once you get it going and you establish it, once you get past having the water and the grain, and you've got a couple of sweetheart lines going, those big passenger lines that are making you some money, you're good. So focus on that. You saw how we started this one. There's other ways to do it, of course. It's one of the beauties of the game, but hopefully you found something in that that'll help you get through this tough mission. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it'll help you become a better player, and I hope you'll join us for our next Railroad Corporation video. Thank you.